When it comes to personal things, yeah, everything's sticky. Yeah, this is just how it is here. We've done it for lifetimes. This is what we don't realize, is that as you are able to start to look over what you've been through, the many, many, many lifetimes, you'll see that you've done these same scenarios many, many, many times. And pretty soon you wake up to the fact that, oh, gee, I don't need to do this anymore. And you really don't. Yeah.
So you're saying I've played Fortnite with Phil before in a previous life?
Oh, yeah. Oh, sure. And many of the people you know,
Sweet.
yeah. Yeah.
Have I played Fortnite against you in a previous life?
Wouldn't doubt it. You know, again, I remember in Paul's books where, you know, he would have discourses, discussions with Rebazar, and Rebazar would tell him, I am someone from your past. So in other words, yes, we have met before, because, you know, we try many attempts at this. This is just far too real. Okay, so you can't even consider it. It's just far too real. And this is another chance for you to try it again.
Since there's a good chance that you and I played Fortnite in a previous life, I bet you're totally cracked at the game. So if you ever want to give it a go, see how well you do, I can get you hooked up.
Well, it's not about that, because it's now.
Okay.
See, this is the best thing about life. It's not that, you know, I get what you're saying, Eric, and I've been there, even doing it this lifetime.
Played Fortnite?
And, yeah, and
You have?
Yeah, well, I've been prepared, you know, almost for everything. So in other words, I'm prepared for the next moment. And what's better is that you recognize this reality. And, you know, that seems really simple, and it is. But again, it's not. It's not. It's almost impossible. So the personal mind likes to consider that it knows something. And this is the actual barrier that you have to deal with. So until you realize you don't know anything at all, etc., then you can start your real journey. But in the meantime, you're going to continually consider what you've created as the personal self to actually, you might say, know more than the real you, and that's a fallacy. Completely. Yeah, and that's why this is only for the very few, because most people, you know, don't want anything to do with this, because that personal self is too important to them. So we've all done everything to get here. You've had to do that. You know, going through the maze, you've had to basically go through everything to get to the point to where you're able to even decide to, okay, I'll try this.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, wait. You said you played Fortnite. Wait, which season did you play? That's pretty important. It's changed a lot.
It's not about that. That's your idea, Eric. See, that's
I
your.
kind of feel like that's Epic Games' idea.
Yeah, like baseball or something like that. That's your idea. Yeah, we've all played games, okay, here. We've all played a game, and, you know, baseball, football, tennis, racquetball, whatever, it's all the same. It's all the game, you know, video games, whatever, it's all the game. And it doesn't matter, you know, the appearance of it, the idea is the same. See? So again, it's like, you know, you wear Levi's, I wear cut-off pajama pants from Hanes. You know, they're all pants. It's all the same thing. You see what I'm saying? It's all the same thing, and that's where people become confused because, you know, it's like, okay, I own a Ford and you own a Chevy, you know, Fords are better than Chevy, whatever the person's idea is. Again, that's their idea of something, but they're really all bent metal, four wheels and a steering wheel. They all do the same thing, don't they? They really do. Yeah. And what you usually buy is the marketing ploy, don't you? Look at the marketing ploy that's created around an item. So you have your idea of the gaming world or whatever, which is fine. It's all good. It's all fine. But it's all make-believe. It's not what life is. Life is awareness. You are in a created consciousness here in creation. That's the first step to get through and recognize, okay? Yeah. Yeah, they're all make-believe. Look at when you were a little youngster. Let's see, how old are you now? 20, how old are you now, 26?
27, I think.
27, okay. Well, let's say a year before you were born, there's no such thing. Then all of a sudden, there it is. Wow, one day, there it is, video games. And it would seem to make sense, like the business world. It would seem to...
Wait, so you're saying video games were created on my birthday?
I'm saying that, no, I didn't mention the word birthday. I'm saying...
Wait, what?
I'm saying supposedly as just an idea, as a metaphor, that, you know, they were created and conceived, because you have to understand the aliens, the reptilians, they created all technology. What you're utilizing is alien technology
The
to
evil
control.
reptilians, right? Or just like all of them?
Yes, all technology is evil. Because, again, do the birds do it? They don't do it. Yeah, all technology is
I've
evil.
actually seen a chicken using VR before.
Well,
They did a study.
okay, that is something that has come about because, again, somebody decided to, you know, figure that out or do whatever. But again, look at the indigenous people. They didn't have technology. They didn't need technology. But all of a sudden, little by little, it came along. It was implemented by the reptilians, and it's all about control. 100%. Yeah.
You're saying if the birds wanted to, they could use a smartphone?
Birds are awareness, just like you. They have a different body, okay? Yeah, if they really wanted to. Well, you've seen parrots and birds and animals do things with, you know, once they're taught how to do these things. But usually you notice that they're in a confined area, and it's really usually against their will. It's a trick by humans to make the animals perform. In other words, they're controlled. In other words, when they're in their natural environment, like a monkey or chimpanzee, he ain't doing this funny stuff, is he? No. Only when he's in a controlled environment and he's basically forced to do it. See the mechanism? Yeah, see the mechanism? Yeah, see, again, see, humans have a certain way. See, you're born in a certain era. You're born in a certain created era. And so you adapt to that era. You're you know, you're imbued with that era. You're implemented with that era. And so this is your reality right now. Previous lifetimes, it was different. Those were different realities. And as you look at your previous lifetimes, you'll see that, oh, these are kind of funny or strange or whatever. Well, while you were there, it wasn't. But now that you view them objectively, yeah, they are. And at some point, you will view this lifetime the same way, and you will see it for what it is. But as long as you're embedded in it, it seems like, well, this is it. This is, everything's okay. Which it is, as long as you want to stay there, it's okay. You make the choice. So what's being presented to you is that there is something else if you want to see it. Now you will have a comparison, okay? And you will start to see what you've gone through, what you've been in, and you make the choice to stay there or continue on to see more. You can feel you get it, and it is very simple. It's not rocket science. It's not techniques. It's not ancient wisdom. It's not all these funny things. Okay, focus on your chakras. You know, we're going to give you another initiation here, etc.
It's just awareness. It's just what you have to share to
It's
us.
awareness. Yes, it's so clean and real. It's awareness. And awareness is real. That's what life is. It's awareness. And when you start to recognize that, and you know, creation is what it is. It's something created, and it's okay. You need it. We need to go through the process because we need to create something that you might say is outside of ourself, that appears to be outside of ourself. You know, like when you're watching, when you go to the movie theater and you watch a movie, it appears to be something outside of yourself, but actually it's not. It's from the projector in the back of you, isn't it? It's something projected, but it looks like something outside of yourself, so that you can eventually recognize the real you that's operating these vehicles to produce something, so that you can recognize the real you. Yeah, I know it sounds a little funny, but it's very, very simple. And this is where the so-called religions, the spiritual paths, well, you know, we don't want to even count religion, because all religions are sacrifice. That's it. Just bottom line, sacrifice. Okay, that's why they were created. You are to sacrifice yourself to the self-proclaimed gods, who are just, you know, little unaware souls like yourself, and they proclaim themselves as gods, which is fine. They can play any role they want, just like an opera. Okay. So, and the spiritual paths are supposed to be the so-called step up, which they are. They're another step, but they're not the absolute as they consider themselves to be. No, no way at all, because there are no absolutes in creation. There's no such thing. It only appears to be that, and that's where we have been fooled, as we've been brought into each lifetime, told and taught that, oh, okay, you know, Almighty God, the absolute, etc., whatever. Well, no such thing. So when you come to a certain point, you realize no such thing. But the real challenge is to recognize what is real. So that's more than a mystery, all right? Because it's so real. And that's the best part. You know, as you really learn to focus on this with your intent and figure this out. Figure it out for the personal you and the real you, to recognize this reality, because then it's an endlessness. It's the endless sky, and there are no restrictions. Yeah, it's so cool. So, but you take it a step at a time, like a tree growing. You know, you plant the seed in the ground, but the tree's not going to just pop up. It's got to be a gradualness, you see, of recognizing how it's going to grow and what it's going to do. And this is you, Eric. Step by step, you recognize little things. Yeah, yeah. Each person, each one of us is unique. And you're Eric. At this time, you're Eric. And this is good. This is okay.
Wait. Could you be Eric? Could we all be Eric?
Well, see, in a way, that's where now you want to get spooky and bizarre. Okay, you want to do that?
Kinda.
Well, if you do, then you stay lost in the matrix. So it's better.
Okay, never mind. That wouldn't be great.
Well, it's better that you're Eric, I'm Duane. There's Rebazar, there's Paul, there's the real guides, there's, you know, President Trump, etc. Everybody's a unique view, all to themselves. Good, bad, or indifferent, they are their unique view. Yeah.
If you and I were the same person, the entire matrix would break.
No, you're making things up. See, again, you're getting bizarre.
I'm trying to understand, man. Well, you said the spooky and bizarre, right?
You just be you, let everybody else be themselves, and that's where that's the position you work from. Yeah, because Eric and Duane and whatever, these are made up things, okay, but we utilize them, okay, while we're here. But that's the made up consciousness. Yeah, Eric and Duane are made up. Yeah, we made ourselves into what we are. Now we're recognizing gradually what we've made ourselves into be, but that's just a personal self, okay? That's the personal self. And the real you, the real awareness, goes along with this because it doesn't know anything else, but gradually it starts to recognize there is a difference taking place from what it's created and from what it is. The real you, okay? That's the difference. So again, even in the spiritual paths, they're really focused on the personal self. And many of them don't even realize they're operating 5 bodies, okay? 5 various bodies for experience. You need those bodies for experience. You just need that, okay? Just like in the kitchen, you need knife, fork, spoon, spatula, can opener, etc. These are tools that you use to gain experience with, you see?
And the
The
sun.
what? The
It's
what?
all about the isness in the sun.
Yeah, well, that's, you might say, the end result, but it's actually just the beginning. So once you've gone through, the personal self funny stuff and figured it out, then you start the real journey with the endless isness, the endless God. And so, yeah, that's beyond creation altogether, because you don't need to create, because it's about awareness. It's about becoming more aware and recognizing how to do that. You see, that's the best part. And there's your endless freeness without restrictions, because in creation, as you create and as you involve yourself in relationships and that with others, you're restricted. You see, you're restricted to cause and effect.